Yeah, as an offense, I mean, we scored in the first few possessions or something like that, which is always good. And for us, we've had moments, including last year, where we started off slow. And for us to come out and start off fast and do what we were able to do, really set a good foundation for the rest of the season.
Well, you out there with a bunch of guys that maybe haven't played as much or maybe been at all at Oregon, guys, redshirt freshmen, true freshmen. How do you think they did in their first time under the lights?
Yeah, they did a great job. You know, a lot of them, were antsy, they're anxious. Some of the guys were putting on their pads, 3 hours before the game even started. So they had the typical, kind of freshman jitters. But once they got out there and played, they did a great job for us, and we're going to continue to need that from them. So moving forward, we like what we were able to get out of them, and we're excited for them.
What do you like about Byron in that role? It looks like he catches everything kind of thrown to him. Is that one of his strengths, is his sure-handedness? And what are some other things you like about him in that role? Because I think he caught 8 passes.
Yeah, he's very versatile. We have an opportunity to kind of use him wherever we need him, and he's done a great job of being able to, make the most of his opportunity whenever he had that. And you said it best. He's very sure-handed, and he's done a great job just trying to learn as much as he can out of the receiver, so he can be a key for us out there.
Back to Marcus, how about Byron and the 2 other running backs tonight? I mean, you seem to have just a seamless transition with all 3 of those guys, and just, I guess, talk about that situation in general. I mean, is this just the start of big things for those 3?
Yes, I mean, we're very fortunate to have all 3 of those guys. They all have the abilities to take it 60 yards whenever they get the ball. So we're very fortunate. We're gonna have to find ways to kind of split those carries up, or find ways to get those guys the balls. They're gonna make enormous amounts of plays for us. So as we continue to move forward, we're gonna find ways to be able to use those guys, and hopefully we'll find success with that.
Did you talk to Byron after his touchback?
A little bit. Coach Alford was in his ear quick though, so he kind of took care of that, nipped it just right after it happened. So it's a good learning lesson for everyone on this team, including some of these young freshmen that are just starting to play. It happens, and it's a good learning tool.
How would you grade the offensive line performance tonight? It seemed like they did a pretty good job giving you some time, or allowing you to buy some time on a few plays. And then how comfortable do you feel going in next week with how they played tonight?
I have the utmost confidence in those guys. I trust those guys with my life, and they've done a great job, throughout fall camp, and they showed what the amount of work they've done in the off season today. And we're going to continue to work with those guys. They've done a great job of just continue to focus on each other and figuring out, communication calls and different stuff like that. So, they did a great job tonight, and, we're going to need that out of them next week.
Anything they need to shore up on?
I'm sorry?
Anything that you saw that they needed to maybe, work on a little bit heading into next week?
Not at all. I thought they overall did a great job. We did a good job communicating as an entire offense, and that's huge. It's very, very key in our offense. If we're all on the same page of music, we're very good.
Royce Freeman's been the talk of the town all off season. When did you know that he was capable of a performance and this explosiveness that he showed tonight?
I mean, he stepped on the canvas with kind of a confidence that you could tell right away that he believed in himself, that he could do whatever he needed to do. But for me, it was probably 1-7 on during the summer, and he caught a little out route and cut up really quick, and juked a couple linebackers out, and I was like, wow, that was pretty special. And for a guy his size to be able to be that elusive and to be able to have the abilities that he has, it's special for us, and we're very thankful for him.
Aaron?
Lockett had easily the best performance any of us have ever seen. Spring game, regular game. How has he grown in the past year? How confident are you that he could fill in for you if needed, heaven forbid?
Yeah, he's that guy that everyone in the locker room has confidence in. If like you said, whatever happens. He will step up to the plate. He's that type of guy, and he's proven himself. Throughout the last few years, and he's done a great job. Gaining the confidence of our teammates, and he's going to be, whenever he needs to get in there, he'll do his job. And he's very smart. He knows he knows where to have the ball, where to place the ball, and we have all the confidence in the world.
Marcus, did you get a chance to watch Michigan State last night? And if not, or if so, what are some of your thoughts on them? I'm sure you watched the Rose Bowl. You probably know a little bit about them. They've led the Big Ten 3 years in a row in defense. I think last night they gave up 22 net rushing yards on 25 carries. Just some of your thoughts on facing a team like that.
We're very excited. It poses a good challenge for us. It poses a good challenge for this entire team. They're coming in, one of the best defenses in the country. And any offense would love to face that challenge. It kind of sees where you stack up. And we're very excited. I wasn't able to watch any of the game last night, but they do have a very stout defense. They're tough inside. They got big guys up front. So we're gonna watch the film and see what we have to do and prepare like we always have.
Austin, did you have one?
That was mine.
Orange?
Marcus, you were without Tyler on the offensive line. You had some interchangeable parts in this game. Overall, how did the O-line do?
They did a great job. They provided a lot of time for myself and Lockie, and they really stepped to the plate. They've done it like over the last couple of months. They really kind of over-exaggerated communication, and it showed today. Everyone was kind of on the same page, and to be able to have that as an offensive line, especially as an offensive unit, that's very, very pivotal for us. So they did a great job communicating. Obviously there was a couple mistakes here and there, but that's easy correctable things that we can look back at the film and get better from. So overall, I thought those guys did a great job, and they've come a long way.
Last one.
So Charles Nelson wears number 6, and he has a punt return in his first, touch. Showed off some elite speed. Does he remind you of anyone?
I was waiting for that question. He's a special talent. D'Anthony was the same way. Hopefully he can be half the guy that D'Anthony was, because D'Anthony was very special. But for a guy like him, he's come a long way already, and he's a true freshman. He's done a magnificent job of learning the offense. He's on numerous special teams. He returned the punt return, and then he ran on to kickoff and covered the kick, the next one. So, he's that type of player. He's a very team-oriented guy, and I think that guy's gonna be special.
Thank you, Marcus.